All right, everybody listen up, please. It's 8 o'clock. Listen up. We're going to have a little fun while we're waiting for the stragglers to come in. So, who was here last year? Who remembers how we counted off for roll? All right, so you got to be quiet and listen. All right, so over here with these two guys, that guy right there is going to be, that guy there, he's number one. Count off and go left. You go back and forth, go up that whole section to this section. Quiet, you got to listen. We're on the right. Quiet, you got to listen. Quiet, please. Be respectful. Quiet. Quiet, please. Be respectful. Quiet. Shh, quiet, please. Quiet, please. How many? 255? We should have 258. I know there's 3 people. Coach Gibbs, the people I believe aren't here in your group yet. That's 3, so that would get us to 258. We're missing 3. Is that 3 people? All right, there we go. I don't know if the Coach Gibbs group, those girls might be here already. All right, quiet, please, so we can get going. I'll save this for later, but things go faster if we listen. It's more fun. You can pay attention. We don't have to have this speech every night. So anyway, to get going, first of all, welcome to Blue Ridge Running Camp 2025. I want to thank you guys for taking the spin in the week for us. So who's excited for a good week? All right. So tonight is going to be a little bit of fun and a little bit of paperwork, so to speak. But first, we want to welcome our campers, coaches, counselors. We have parents because this is live streamed, so what you say is going to be heard by not only people in this room, but people online. So make sure we pay attention. I'm going to go over a lot of rules in a minute, but first I want to bring a couple other people up, some areas they want to speak to give you some more information. Then I'm going to finish up with a lot of stuff that's in the packet, important stuff we want you to hear. So first we're going to let Pete speak on a couple things, the more fun stuff this week, like Team Challenge, Spirit Days, things like that. Pete?
All right, so real quick, two things for me. One, you'll notice in your packet every day you have a team challenge. Times on those vary when they're going to happen. Everybody has to be at those challenges. Everybody should participate. That's why it's a team challenge, right? Your team groups, your challenge groups aren't the same as your running groups, so don't look for those people necessarily, right? But take part, have fun. I've changed some things up if you've been here the last year or so, so it might not be the same stuff you've done. And Thursday's always a wild card for what the counselors are going to put out there for you. The other thing from me is these Spirit Days. Those are listed in the packet, what you have. We do have prizes for those, but to be prize eligible, you need to post your picture with your Spirit Day on Instagram, tag us in it, make sure your profile is set to public so we can see it. Don't just put it in your story. Those go away, we might not see those in time. They need to be posted by the time we leave for the afternoon run. So there's a deadline now. Posted by the time we leave for the afternoon run. That way we can see them and we can get those done hopefully that night. Any questions? Great, that's it for me.
How many of you guys have actually taken a look at the packet that was emailed to you? Hopefully you have. There's a lot of useful information. You see, we had some parents say, wow, it's busy this week. It is, but it's a lot of fun. The busier you are, the more fun you have, I think. So make sure you're looking, asking questions, getting involved, Team Challenge, Spirit Week, all that stuff. All right, we want to bring up Coach Davis to speak a little bit about dorms, cafeteria, things like that.
All right, a couple of things logistically we got to take care of after looking in the cafeteria after your first meal. If you're in the cafeteria, when you come in, if you're there early, follow the wall when you come in. You either go left or you go right, not down the middle. When you're done eating, clean the tables, please. There are a couple of us stayed in there to pick up some of the stuff you guys left. They're not hired to be able to walk in and pick up your stuff. When you get done, the silverware goes in the trays on the left-hand side where the trash is. Everything else goes on a conveyor belt. Silverware does not go on the conveyor belt. The only food that leaves the cafeteria is ice cream in a cone or on a stick. Fruit doesn't leave. Nothing else leaves. You don't bring your water bottles to the cafeteria. You don't fill them up with soda. You don't fill them up with anything else. If you leave to go to the bathroom in the cafeteria, please tell the girl that's checking everybody in to let her know that when you come back in, so she doesn't count you twice, so we're not paying for an extra meal. If you leave to go to the bathroom in the cafeteria, please tell the girl that's checking everybody in to let her know that when you come back in. Somebody talking? Kuyan. Take what you want, eat what you take. Don't fill up your plate and then take it back filled and throw it away. 2 glasses maximum for your drinks. If you want to go back and get seconds, you can go back and get seconds. Just get a clean plate. So please take care of the cafeteria and take care of the staff, because this is year 36 here. This is our year 36 here. Ladies, if you live in Maplewood or Elmwood, I saw you cross the road all over the place, and I said something to a couple of you. Use the crosswalk. It's coming out of the University Center where you checked in. Don't cross in the middle of the road. Trash in your rooms and dorms. There are no trash rooms. If you've been here before, we used to have trash rooms. Now there's dumpsters outside the dorms. So if you have trash, you empty the trash midweek, it goes to the dumpster outside. Same thing on Friday. What is that coming from? Is that Matt? Idiot. No food in here. Nothing. You can bring water bottles. No phones in here. Don't turn them on. Don't look at them. The lights go out and people start talking. I may be old, but I ain't stupid that I can't tell you're on a phone. No phones in here. All right, watch this. You're never barefoot. There's no hats in the building. Okay? There's only a couple things we had to take care of. Those are the logistics. We got to make sure everything's done. So we keep any of you happy, because they've been doing a really good job for us. We want you to have a lot of fun, but we still got to make sure we take care of the right things. If you have any issues, brooms, swipe cards, I have some of you that have already talked to me. I've got you, some of the cards done, some of them I'll have tomorrow. You just have to see me at breakfast. Okay? All right. Have a good week.
All right, that's Coach Davis. He's in a good mood, you can tell. All right, so we got to go over a couple other things. I mentioned who'd read through the packet. Before I want to start, I want to mention one other thing. Who went in the camp store today? All right, so everyone knows the camp store. When you leave, the cafeteria is immediately on your right. Coach Van Horn, is Jeff here, or is he in the store? I don't see Jeff here. But he's been our camp store for years. He owns 6 Lucky Road run stores. Anybody ever been to any of those? Mainly in the Richmond area. He does a wonderful job. You're not going to find a person who cares more about what he does. He's not just trying to make a profit and push shoes. He knows what he's doing. He's very good at it. So use him this week. He wants to go in there and help you. He knows a lot about shoes, helping you get in the right kind of shoes. He's just not trying to push the most expensive shoes, but he does a good job. So he's the guy to see for merchandise. I know today, I don't think his computer was working as far as paying with a card, but that'll be up and running the rest of the week. So stop by and see him. He'll also have a presentation in the mini sessions and up here to help you be more knowledgeable about running gear, especially footwear. All right, so we want to thanks Jeff. Our staff, everyone is here. There's about probably 15 or 16 of us that are the staff. We want to thank them now, as I will at the end of the week, but they're taking time out of their week. So they're around. They're all coaches. They've been doing this. Some have retired, been doing it for longer than I've been alive. But they're here to impart their knowledge on you. Listen, talk to them. Sometimes we all congregate and sit in the same area, same tables in the cafeteria. They come over, say hi, ask questions. But they're here to make your week run smoother and to allow you to learn a lot of information. Most of us, 7 or 8 of us, have been doing the same thing here for 30 years together, so we know how this works. So just listen, follow along. You'll have a good week. All right, kind of going through this. I'm not going to read you the packet, but there's important things I want to point out. Has everyone signed up for the Band app or gotten access to the Band app? Okay, that is how you're going to find out last minute information. It can be like thunderstorm, don't show up for team challenge, or little things like that. Check it all the time. Make sure those notifications are on. Okay, they're very important. That's our most efficient way to get hold of everyone right away. Now, that being said, there is a chat room, as we all know. That is being monitored. and moderated. So please watch your language, comments, things like that. We don't want to have to shut that down because it can be very useful. A lot of information can flow. You get to know people, but the wrong people get on there and start making the wrong comments. Make an end to that really, really quick. Okay, so please be mindful in there. You might have an idea of what you're trying to say and what you meant, but the 100 other people could read it a completely different way. Okay, so please be respectful and mindful when you're using the band app, okay? But that's a very big resource. Check it every day, all right? Schedule. Most people hopefully have looked at the schedule. That is pretty much written in stone. One error we found: tomorrow you will meet in here, not in the gym. So tomorrow evening, like you are today, be back here, even though the packet says the gym. But anyway, going through today. Today, when we're done, as this says, 10:30 is in your own dorm room, in your own dorm, okay? 10:30 got to be in your dorm, okay? So girls are down there, guys are up here. 10:30, it's in, at 10:45 is in your own room, and the counselors will come by and make sure you are the person listed on that room that they have, to know that you haven't switched rooms and you're just standing there, okay? It's important you stay in the rooms. Liability concerns, if something happens, your parents call, we know what room to go to find you, so make sure you stay in the room you were assigned. 11 p.m. lights out, okay? Who knows what time we're getting up in the morning? How many hours between 11 and 6? 7, so we're not even getting 8 hours, so it's really important. You're done brushing your teeth, everything, and are in bed at 11. Sleep is really important, okay? So 11 lights out, 6:10, you can wake yourself up early if you would like. It's not the counselor's job to wake you up, but they will be there to help you, knock on doors, things like that. You need to be out. And the reason we moved it up 5 minutes this year is because instead of, how many people you were here when we used to go on the track in the morning? Okay, not many. So it's a much longer walk. You used to just walk to the edge of the softball field, which is behind Elmwood, and then you'd enter the track there in front of the tennis courts. For some reason, that main entrance to the new track's not open. So you walk down, instead of going, you can't go through the fence, you'd see the track. There's the tennis courts, pickleball courts now, I guess. You walk to the left of that, and there's a sidewalk between the wall and the tennis courts. You gotta walk all the way down, as he's showing you online. And when that ends, go the other way, you'll get to the baseball field, and that's where you enter. There'll be a gravel parking lot. That's where we're gonna enter and exit the track all week long. That's the only way to get on the track. We're not climbing fences, anything like that. Okay, that's where you show up tomorrow morning, okay? So when you get up, you're gonna leave yourself 5 minutes to walk down there. And how many people know what happens when you're late in the morning? You get some type of physical exercise. That depends on what kind of mood Kevin Sowers is in. Push-ups, wall sits, something like that. So you want to be there, okay? So leave yourself plenty of time to get there. Okay, specific to tomorrow morning. Today when you ran, you did not run in your running groups. You just ran with people. Tomorrow we'll set running groups. We'll set them tonight based on the mile time that you adjusted or you submitted earlier. Those will be put up they'll be on the fence when you get out there tomorrow, right before you go on the track. It'll list your counselor. We're also going to try and have them put up on band tonight as well. They won't probably be up before 10 p.m. We have to do all that after this meeting. But that'll tell you the running group you're in. Okay, it'll be on the fence. The fence also lists the name of your 2 counselors. Okay, that's when you find that out, when you get to the track tomorrow, what you do is the counselors will be down there. They'll be holding up a sign. It'll be 1 through 11. Okay? Once you know your running group, you go over to where that sign is, put your water bottle down, your backpack, whatever you're bringing, run 2 laps on the track. 2 laps, nice easy pace. Get back, find your running group. After the 2 laps, your counselors will take roll. Okay? Everyone needs to be in their running group. You can't switch. They're going to read that roster, and that's who they're expected to be there. Okay? That's going to happen every morning. Okay? Every morning you come down to the track, run your 2 laps, go to your running group, they take roll. Okay? We don't ask, don't go to random group, don't switch, that type of thing. Okay? That's tomorrow morning. Okay? Whatever you bring to the track, make sure you leave with it. Okay? Hopefully everyone put their name on their backpack, their name on their water bottle. Not sure you can put your name on your sunglasses, but make sure you keep an eye on those things, okay? Make sure you show up with a full water bottle all week long, okay? When we go on these runs in the afternoon, there's no water fountains out there. Your water is what's in your water bottle, so make sure when you get on that bus in the afternoon, it's completely full, okay? So make sure you're hydrating. Go around, walk around with that water bottle all day long. Stay hydrated. It's supposed to be one of the hotter weeks. Where we do go to run is a little cooler. It's usually in the woods, a little bit higher altitude, but it's still going to be very warm, so stay hydrated, okay? All right, staff, did I leave anything else about tomorrow morning as far as showing up to the track? Okay. Once you get to the track, we'll have probably 10 or 15 minutes of static stretching. Then you're still in your groups. Then you decide amongst your groups how far your group is going to run. Your counselor's going to ask. Minimum generally is 15 minutes. Max generally is 25 to 30 in the morning. Your longer run is going to be in the afternoon every day, except for Wednesday where we only run in the morning. So you're going to decide how far you're going to go. One counselor is going to lead you out. There'll be one counselor in the back, so you have a leader and you have a sweeper. You need to stay relatively together. The morning runs are not a hard effort. It's nice, easy, wake-up run. Okay, you'll have the afternoon runs to push yourself a little more. So please stay together. You need to come back with your group. If something comes up, you have to go back early or something, you need to let your counselor know, and you need to make sure if you turn back early, you're waiting at your sign when they get back so they know you're there. Don't come back early and just head back to the dorm and they don't know where you went, then we're searching for you, okay? So it's very important you stay and listen to your counselors, okay? They're going to tell you which way the run's going to go, and you need to stay in that group and stay with them, okay? So speak up. Everyone's going to have a say how far you need to go, so don't be bashful. If you don't want to go 30 minutes, you want to go less, it's important your counselors know what you're going to do, okay? Don't run in the roads. Occasionally you got to cross the road, but your counselors are going to take you on paths that are safe, whether it's a running bike path or whether it's a sidewalk. Stay out of the road, especially 42, the main road down there. They're not used to 300 kids running on the roads at 7 a.m. because it doesn't happen the rest of the year, okay? So we got to be mindful so no one gets hurt. Okay, that's the morning. Tomorrow, when you get back from the run, you regroup. Your counselors will take roll. You'll probably lightly stretch, maybe do some strides in the grass. You'll have a little bit of activity for 10 or 15 minutes. Then you're free to go back to your dorm, shower, change if you want, and go to breakfast beginning at 8. Okay, so that is what happens between now and tomorrow morning. I will be back up here tomorrow morning session to talk about tomorrow afternoon and how that works. Staff, counselors, we leave out anything for tomorrow morning between now and breakfast tomorrow? All right, moving on to a couple other things. We went over hydration, running group, band, fence. If you have any issues, on the bottom of the packet after the last schedule, if you need assistance during running camp, it's Coach Tim Conley, his number's on there. That's not if you're just like hungry and want to know when the next meal is. This is more of an emergency type thing. Can't find someone got really hurt, things like that. Your first line you try and go to is the counselor in your dorm if they're there. Knock on your counselor's door. Everyone should get your counselor's cell phone. They can give that out to you, so if you need to text them. But Coach Conley is someone, if they have issues, that's who your parents have been directed to reach out to if they have information, that type of thing. But there is a contact person for you, and that's Tim Conley. His number is on there. All right. We went over meal groups. So hopefully everyone was in their appropriate meal group today. Kelly, Tim, do we give out any colors other than red, green, and yellow? We did? All right. All right, blue is green. Hopefully you were told that and you know that. So you have to eat on your color. You need to show up with it. You can't get in if you don't have your colored lanyard to eat, okay? You can show up maybe 5 minutes before your meal time, and if it's less crowded, someone will then let you in, but you're welcome to wait outside. We'll have water waiting outside every day before you come in as well. So that is your meal groups and mini sessions, okay? Meal groups are color, mini sessions are A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, okay? We'll go over those more on Tuesday. But any questions about meal groups, mini sessions? All right. Team challenge, you went over that. That's on there in the packet. Tell you what days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, that we meet during the afternoon or evening. Make sure you're showing up to those. Each team challenge will have 2 counselors assigned to it. Okay, they're going to be taking roll, so you have to show up. You can't say, oh, I'm going to take a nap, and you don't show up. Then your team challenge activity is going to go find the missing person. So we don't want to do that. So please show up on time when you're supposed to. All right, that's the team challenge. All right, mini sessions, we'll go over those on Tuesday when they start. All right, running. Hopefully everyone read the Blue Ridge running rules of the road. We went over that a little bit earlier, checking in with group leaders, stay behind your group leader, pay attention to what's going on, single file, especially tomorrow when you're running out in the woods. Some of these paths are single file, some are more fire roads, but they're all rocky, they're not smooth. Pay attention. Don't just run on top of the person in front of you and then you trip when they trip or you're not paying attention. We're running cross-country type stuff, so be mindful of where you're running, pay attention. Make sure you're out and back is what most of these runs are tomorrow. Actually, all of them are. You can't just be talking along and you miss a run, then you get separated and come back and you don't know where to turn. So please pay attention and stay in your group. Talked about hydration. Water bottles go with you. I mentioned that tomorrow in the morning, but on the bus you go on, you put all your stuff on the same bus. That's the bus you leave and come from. So bring water bottles. All right, I'll talk more about the afternoon runs tomorrow. Trainer. Is Bill here? Coach Walton? Well, we will have trainers available at all of the runs, okay? In the morning, if you need to see a trainer, whether it's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you must first come to the track. If you're too hurt to run the 2 laps, then you just go to your group and you just stand there and let your counselor know. Then once the stretching part is done and we go for our run, that's when you're released to then go to the training room and see a trainer in the morning, okay? Trainers will be available about 15 minutes before the afternoon runs if you need to see them, and they will always be available after the runs. But you first must check in after your run in the morning if you're gonna go see a trainer, or if you're gonna leave in the morning and not run with your group to go to the training room, let your counselor know, hey, I'm not gonna be here when you guys get back, I'm gonna be with the trainer, okay? Coach Walton, is there anything else I need to cover about that? All right, I think we're good with that. So again, the trainers are here to help you. It's more to assist. We contract these trainers. They're here to help you have a good week. They're not necessarily here to diagnose your injury and fix you for the rest of the summer or the fall. It's more so, hey, I twisted my ankle or something's tight. Should I run today? Should I ice? Things like that. Okay, so be mindful. We're going to have 3 trainers for 260 runners. So we want you to go in there if you feel you really need to get ice for consultation. We kind of get busy if a lot of people are in there, okay? But they're here to make your week go more smoothly and hopefully keep you safe, okay? There will always be a trainer at every location we're running. So we go to 3 different places tomorrow, there'll be a trainer there, okay? And a note, if you have an EpiPen or something, inhaler, make sure you bring that to all the runs. Okay, you're going to need those things, so just be mindful of those. I know you can forget them and leave them in your room, but remember to bring that stuff with you so you can be safe. All right, a couple things for Blue Ridge running rules of success. This is not success, but if you drove and you have keys, you're supposed to turn those in to the young woman in the back, Coach Deegan. She will take all of your car keys. We keep those all week. You will get them back after the closing session on Friday. Okay, so we need to get those back. Obviously, we're trusting you. I don't think we took a list at check-in of who does have keys. But if you have them, it's honor system. Please turn them in to Coach Deegan tonight, okay? All right, some of the things, I'm not going to read them all, but are very important. First one, we started today. We did a fairly good job of showing up at 8, minus those 4 people. But be on time and attend all activities, okay? One of the parents asked me earlier today, like, how are you keeping track of people? We take role in a lot more places than you think. Team challenge, running groups, on the bus, off the bus. So you really delay things and really affect the flow of the camp when you're not on time. Always wear shoes when you're not in your dorm room. I know it's been fun to play ultimate frisbee on the lawn and do it barefoot. You just don't know what's going to be out there. You step on something, cut your foot, then you might not be running for the entire week. So please be smart and wear shoes at all times. We ask that you label all your personal belongings. Good idea, just easier to be found. Stay on the EMU campus, okay? The Exxon or whatever it is down the street, the CVS, that's not EMU campus. If you need something like that, notify a counselor. They'll move it up the chain as far as getting you something you might need. But stay on the EMU campus at all times. Follow instructions of all counselors and staff. You might not like it, but rules are put in place to help things work more smoothly and keep you healthy. Keep the dorms and grounds clean. You might not have put the trash on the ground, but it's nice of you to pick it up and put it in the trash receptacle if you see it. The place was really clean when we got here. Like Coach Davis said, we've been here, I think it's 36 years. We like to keep coming back. We're a camp. They ask every year to come back, but that's because we do things right. We leave this place the way we found it, which is neat and ready to be lived in. okay? Keep your doors locked at all times. These doors can be finicky, okay? You can't just push the button and slam the door. Sometimes you slam and it kicks back open or it comes unlocked. So figure out how your door works as far as knowing it's locked when you leave. That's why you have a key. Don't just assume it was locked when you came in. Check it a lot. We'd like to think no one here is stealing anything. No one here is pulling any pranks or going to anybody's rooms, whether it's your teammate or not teammate. You want to lock your door when you're in there, especially at night or when you leave, okay? So make sure you know how the lock works. You're only supposed to be in your dorm room, okay? If your floor is all males, there should be no females on it, okay? You can meet. There's plenty of other spaces on campus. You can talk with other genders, that type of thing. Stay in your dorm, okay? Your dorm gender, women, men, and men, okay? Treat other campers with respect. Same thing I mentioned earlier about band. Watch your language, whether you're in your room playing music and it's got inappropriate language. You just don't need to hear that, okay? Be mindful. We don't know what everybody likes and don't like. Just keep things at appropriate level and appropriate language and what you're saying and just talking about, okay? We went over no hats in the cafeteria and auditorium. 0 tolerance for drugs and alcohol. Part of me asks why I even need to say that, but it needs to be said, okay? That's 0 tolerance. You get caught in your room, something, anything, you're gone. Call the parents, you're on the next plane home, all right? So that, just nothing. Don't do that. Don't go anywhere. It should not be here at all, okay? Went over use of profanity, including music. Cell phones. Some people say, I want my cell phone here because I can record a session or I can take notes on it. We understand, but it's still, you don't know what it's like to be up here and I can look down and see the people that are staring at their phone. You know, we have these speakers come in, we've invited them to talk to you and they're excited to be here. Kind of ruins the vibe when they think they're giving a good message and you guys are all staring down on your phones, and some people might say, like I said, you're taking messages or notes or something, but just be mindful. I know you can get tired, that's an easy out, but let's be mindful of how we use our cell phones and things like that, okay? And then the last one's notify anyone, any questions, you know, there's always a counselor or somebody around or phone number, reach out to people that you need help, okay? I'm super excited about the week. I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. One note I want to mention, Coach Gene Walker passed away a couple months ago. He was one of the founding members of this camp, you know, and he's done a wonderful job, did a wonderful job for over 30 years being here, and he's going to be missed a lot by all of us. He kind of is one of the driving forces as to why we do this. And I mentioned at the beginning, it's like, yes, the camp makes money, but this camp isn't put forward to make money. It's not a university camp where we're just trying to get people in here that we can recruit. The idea is we want to impart our wisdom on you guys, and he was one of the ones that founded that years ago, and he's going to be sorely missed, not only here, but in his community, because all of our coaches that are involved here do more than just coach. So I just wanted to mention that Coach Walker, thanks for all you did, and you're going to be missed. So there is Coach Walker there. So, all right, any questions, staff? Did I leave anything out? Is there anything we missed? We went over everything. All right, I think that is it, and then what we're going to do today, one of the big parts of this camp is our counselors, okay? And I'll say this at the end of the week, but I'll say it now. Anyone that's here, assuming you make it the whole week and don't get asked to leave, you're welcome to come back as a counselor, okay? Counselors really, really drive this camp. I think probably 90% of these counselors are going to be up here, set where you guys were as campers. So we want them to come back and help make your experience better. Some of them are running in college. Some of them aren't running in college. Some of them are club, D1, D2, D3. They're going to relate to you. So we're going to bring them up here tonight. They're going to tell themselves a little bit about, they're going to tell you about them a little bit, question and answer, things like that. But they really get to know them, especially in your running group. They can give you a lot of information and help your week here be better, but also during the year, okay? So again, I failed to introduce myself. I'm Coach Ireland. I've been here since 1988, I think. Missed the first 2 years, but I'm the director. Super excited for the week. Anything we can do to help you, reach out. But thank you guys for coming. Look forward to a great week. And we're going to bring up Steve, Coach Bacucci, who's going to bring up our counselors. Counselors, if you guys can come up on stage. Thank you, guys.
Car keys, if you got them. Doesn't matter, just sit anywhere, counselors. Doesn't matter, just sit anywhere. Why do you look so nervous? Okay, as Coach Ireland said, obviously the counselors are a huge part of your week here as campers. I'll go first. So I'm going to have these guys tell you, guys and girls, tell you their name, their hometown, what college they go to or university they're currently going to, and what year they are, okay? So my name's Coach Steve. My hometown is actually Brighton, Michigan. I am the new head coach at University of Tennessee, Chattanooga. So, also, I know it's been a long summer for these campers, or for these counselors, and they're probably going to forget. So I'm going to give them a little cheat sheet and put it in front of them. Here. See, there you go. See, you already forgot.
Hello. My name is Kagan Belt, I guess. I'm from Manassas. I went to Colgan High School for 4 years. I had Pete Algram as a coach and David Davis, the two old guys you saw up here earlier. College, I go to George Mason University, and I will be a sophomore this year. I think there's a fun fact up there, too. Yeah. We'll get to that? Okay, I guess.
Hi everyone, my name is Natalia Diaz. I'm from Woodbridge, Virginia. I also went to Colgan High School. I go to Virginia Military Institute, and I'll be a sophomore there next year.
Hi, I'm Sophie Farr. I'm from Charlottesville, Virginia, and I just graduated from Vassar College and going to grad school.
Hi, I'm Ashton Schultz. I'm from Mechanicsville, Virginia, and I go to Atlee, or I went to Atlee, and now I go to Mary Washington, and I'm a rising junior.
Hi everyone, I'm CJ Holloman. I'm from Harrisonburg, Virginia, and I went to Harrisonburg High School. I will be a rising sophomore at the University of Mary Washington.
Hi, I'm Aiden Kimmener. I'm from Chesapeake, Virginia. I went to Hickory High School, and I'm a rising senior at Mary Washington.
Hey guys, I'm Gabe Miller. I'm from Allegheny County, Virginia, and I'm a rising senior at the Bridgewater College.
Hello, my name is Morgan Lehocky. I am from Spotsylvania, Virginia, and I went to Cortland High School. And I am a rising junior at the University of Mary Washington.
Hi, I'm Dylan Evans. I'm from Virginia Beach, Virginia. I went to Ocean Lakes High School, and I'm a rising junior at Hampden-Sydney College.
Hi, I'm Courtney Mudd. I'm from Mechanicsville, Virginia, and I went to Atlee High School. I'm going to be a rising junior at Christopher Newport University.
Hi, I'm Sarah Bland. I'm from Mechanicsville, Virginia. I went to Atlee High School, and I'm going to be a rising sophomore at Christopher Newport University.
Hi, I'm Addie Wallen. I'm from Stevens City, Virginia. I went to Sharando High School, and I'm going to be a sophomore next year at Mary Washington.
Hi, I'm Ava Ray. I went to Galileo Magnet High School, and I'll be a rising sophomore at Mary Washington.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Meadows, and I'm from Virginia Beach, and I went to Ocean Lakes High School, and I'm going to be a freshman at George Mason.
Hi, I'm Lily Hoffman, and I go to Mary Washington, and I am a junior. I went to Kellam High School, and I am from Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Hi, I'm Cameron Rico. I'm from Chantilly, Virginia. I went to Freedom High School, and I'm a junior at Mary Washington.
Hello, everyone. My name is Catherine Armstrong. I went to James River High School in Chesterfield, Virginia, and I'm currently a senior at the University of Mary Washington.
Hi, I'm Kayla Lopez. I'm from Bealton, Virginia, and I went to Liberty High School, and I'm a rising junior at Christopher Newport University.
Hi, I'm Sarah Dake. I'm from Dumfries, Virginia. I went to St. John Paul the Great Catholic High School, and I'm a rising junior at Christopher Newport University. Is that everything?
Okay, you're not done. Okay, so now we're going to go back through. We'll start back down at Sarah. So you guys can answer either a fun fact about yourself, which I think you submitted for these, or you can add a secret talent that you might have.
A secret talent that I have is I can juggle, so that's fun.
I guess a fun fact about me is I play the piano and the violin.
A fun fact about me is that I have a black belt in karate.
A fun fact about me is that I can snowboard.
My fun fact is that
My fun fact is that I love surfing.
A fun fact about me is that I studied abroad in Japan this summer.
A fun fact about me is that I have 5 dogs at home.
A fun fact about me is I like to bake sourdough bread.
A fun fact about me is I am allergic to horses.
Fun fact about me is I spent last semester in Spain.
A fun fact about me is I am a black belt in judo.
I don't really have a fun fact, but I have a cat, so if you guys want to see pictures, you can come see me later, and I'll show you pictures of my cat.
Fun fact, I can play guitar.
A fun fact is that I know how to surf.
A fun fact about me is I'm a volunteer firefighter in Hanover.
Fun fact, I've run a trail race in New Zealand.
Fun fact about me is I have a twin brother.
My fun fact is also a secret talent, and it's that I can bench 300 pounds.
All right, how many of the counselors up here were campers at one point? Okay. George Mason, what is your best memory from camp? All right, who else? Same question.
My favorite part's hanging out with my friends all week, and
I didn't ask your favorite part. Favorite memory. What do you remember the most?
my favorite memory,
Yeah, specific. Come on.
probably running down Reddish Knob when it's pouring.
Down?
Yeah.
All right, anybody else?
My first year I was here, like 20 of the guys were late, and they had to get down on one knee in front of everyone and sing me happy birthday because it was my birthday.
Go ahead, Keith.
My favorite memory, not saying you should do this, but my first year, I gave one of my classmates a fade up in the communal bathroom. Do not do that though, but just that was my favorite memory. Don't do that though.
All right, anyone else want to share their favorite memory from their time as a camper? No? All right, one more?
Thanks. My favorite memory is dressing up one of my teammates in like the tinfoil challenge or whatever, and it was like who had the like best tinfoil like costume or something. I can't remember what it was called, but yeah.
All right, how many of our counselors have ran at least 1 year in college so far? All right, almost all of you. All right, let's just kind of maybe start in the middle here, and then we'll just go in the middle. What's the biggest difference you've noticed so far between running in high school and running in college?
The biggest difference I've noticed is just the level of intensity gets a lot higher, and that you're also able to put a lot more effort into it than you could in high school.
I'd say the biggest difference for me is probably just like a lot of the training. Like in high school, definitely lower mileage. I mean, that might have just been me personally, but Dave Davis has got me to run a lot more this year, so.
Yeah, I mean, when you're running in college, you just spend a lot more time doing it. I mean, in high school, you're running 30 minutes a day, and in college, you're running 90 minutes a day. So, I mean, if you don't love it, don't do it for 4 more years, I guess, because they're going to make you run 10 miles a day.
I would say the biggest difference from my high school career was when it's like the competitiveness or the competitive level is a lot higher in college than it is in high school. High school, it's kind of like some people do it as fun and games. It's not as serious, but as soon as you get to college, it's like you got to bring your A game every single race, every single practice.
For me, the biggest difference was like, I guess, like well-roundedness, like more stretching, like more like time in the weight room, not only just the running part.
All right, now we're going to switch it up for the girls at the end. So now I want you to tell me is something, or tell the campers, something you wish you knew about training, racing in high school that you know now. So something you've learned in your first year at college that maybe you wish you knew as a high school athlete. Where are we starting? Which end? You want to start? Yeah, go ahead.
Just to have fun in high school. I feel like a lot of times I would take my high school races like way too seriously. I don't know. And it was just supposed to be fun, so yeah.
I was actually going to say the exact same thing. No, I personally struggled with race anxiety really badly. So in high school, I really put a ton of pressure on myself to, perform well. But then when I got to college, I still had that, that same anxiety. But I really just needed to remind myself that, I'm doing this because I love running. It needs to be fun, and races should be fun.
I would say stretch. A lot of people think that you don't need to stretch, but you will get injured if you do not stretch. So
I would definitely say that training is very important, but it's not going to be beneficial if you're not doing other things like drinking water, electrolytes, stretching, sleeping. So really just make sure that all your habits are good so you can continue to see improvements?
I would say listening to your body and like kind of sort of like medical people, because there's like no point in like coming back from injury faster than you need to, or like pushing through like the little nagging injuries all the time.
I would say the importance of cross training and soft surfaces, especially for more injury prone people.
I would probably say something that Catherine already kind of touched on, that like running is supposed to be fun. It shouldn't be something that you dread doing, and that overall it's just important to enjoy running, because some people can't run and it's important to enjoy it while you can.
This was kind of already said, but definitely do the little things like sleeping and nutrition, and also listening and trusting your coach, because that's like one of your biggest supporters.
One thing that my coach always tells us basically every day is that mentality makes the biggest difference, and if your head's in the right place, then you will perform well if you tell yourself you're going to.
All right, we've put him on the spot long enough. All right, give your counselors a hand. Counselors, you can go sit down. Can you hand me that other one too? Can you hand me that other one? Matt, you ready? All right, I think we're going to have a short video to wrap things up, unless there's anything else.
Hi, this is Coach Gibbs from Jefferson Forest High School. I just wanted to say that I hope that everybody has a great week at Blue Ridge Running Camp. Enjoy the beautiful runs that you'll get to go on, but most of all, just enjoy the experience with your teammates, but also with all the friends that you're going to make from other schools. This should be an incredible week for you. So have fun and drink lots of water.
Hi runners, and welcome to camp. My name's Coach Jackie, and I'm one of the varsity coaches at Cape Fear High School in Fayetteville, North Carolina. You are going to have an amazing experience this week at camp. You're going to have a chance to make so many new friends, learn lots of new techniques, and have an opportunity to run in so many beautiful places along the Blue Ridge Mountains. Have fun, make lots of friends, and pick the coaches' brains. Don't be afraid to talk to them. Find out all that you can. I guarantee you will come back a faster, stronger runner. Have a great week at camp.
Hi, my name's Erica Plaley. I'm one of the cross-country coaches at Blessed Sacrament Huguenot. We're really excited to have two of our runners trying out Blue Ridge Running Camp this week. Just wanted to wish both of them the best of luck, run hard, get plenty of rest, and have fun. Go Knights.
Hey William, it's Coach Cheek here in Boone, North Carolina. We've missed having you here this week, but I know you're going to have a blast at camp. You've had a fantastic summer. Keep up the good work. Look for some great results from you this year, man. Take care.
Hi there, runners. This is Coach Jim Garcer from St. John Paul the Great High School. I hope that you are all ready for a great week of training, and a reminder to Reese, Maggie, and Alyssa that you have to put in the time in order to run the time. So have a great week.
Hello, this is Coach Franklin from Wilson Memorial High School and Wilson Middle School. I want to give a shout out to Leyland Varner and any other Wilson runners who are at the Blue Ridge camp. Have a great camp. I'm looking forward to a great season. Go Wilson.
Hey Midlow, it's Coach Davis. Wanted to wish you guys a happy week at Blue Ridge, and don't forget to pump those arms up, British Knob. If you know, you know.
Coach Jason Farr here from Tandem Friends School. Just want to give a shout out to all of our campers there. We got a big crew. We even got an alum there as a counselor. You guys have a great week. Crush that climb up Reddish Knob. You've been working all summer. This is the final touches on what's going to be a great season. Learn a lot, have fun, make some friends, and we'll see you when you get back. Go Badgers.
Hey Rapids, this is Coach Calfee wishing you a great week at camp,
enjoy all of the early morning runs, enjoy the signature runs, and have the best time going up Reddish Knob. We'll see you when you get back.
To my Forge crew, I will always support you guys. I hope you and all the other campers there have an absolutely amazing week, kicking off the season for the best sport ever. Keep working on your physical and mental side.
Hey guys, this is Coach Davis from Deep End High School, and I just wanted to say I hope you all have a great week at camp and really enjoy all of the runs and the learning and the friendships that you're going to make along the way. See you guys at the first week of practice.
Hey Sophie, I hope you have a great time at camp. Go learn some new things, make some new friends, run fast, and eat lots of pizza. All right, enjoy yourself, have a good time, and we'll see you get back and ready for cross country.
Hi, it's Coach Katie Jackson at Heritage Christian Academy. This message is for Bella and Winston. I hope you guys have an awesome week. You're going to crush it. We're going to miss you, but we'll see you next week. Bye.
Hey Layla, it's Coach Buck. I hope you have a fun time at Blue Ridge Running Camp this week. Represent the Mustangs well, and we will see you when you come back. As Coach Hollander says, you're still her favorite.
Evening, everyone. My name is Will Burns. I'm one of the coaches at Manchester High School. I wanted to wish the runners at Manchester to have a great camp, and actually all of you guys, I hope you can have something from this camp that helps you and your team grow for the season. One of my favorite things about track meets is I actually get to talk to other coaches and see how their athletes are doing and encourage them and get encouragement from those coaches. And I think camp is a great chance for you to get new perspectives and to make some new friends that will help you through the season.
Hey, Panthers of Potomac Falls. I am here in beautiful Hawaii on my vacation, but I'm still thinking about you guys and hoping you have an awesome camp. Take care, and I look forward to seeing you guys when I get back.
Hey, Patrick Henry Patriots. This is Coach Dabrowski. Wishing you a great week at Blue Ridge Running Camp. Make sure you learn a lot, bring it back to the rest of our team. Looking forward to working with you this season.
Hey, Skyline Falcons. It's Coach Nixon. I want you to know that I am not a fan of recording myself, but I am so excited that you are at camp. I'm so proud of you for working hard over the summer. Can't wait to hear all about the amazing things that are going to happen this week. And I'm looking forward to seeing our Falcons back together and watching you soar.
Hi, my name's Jeff Geis. I'm the cross-country coach at Heartland Christian School in the amazing state of Ohio. I hope all of our Lions have a fantastic week at cross-country camp. We know you've had a great summer of training so far. Keep up the good work. We're looking forward to see you August 4th.
Doc, Glen Allen High School, Reddish Knob. Mountains are just glorified hills. Hills are just overachieving speed bumps. We love hills. Pop the top. Foot race, baby!
Hi, this is Coach Crow with Atlee. Hope you guys have a great week at the camp, and don't try to do more than you can handle. Have fun.
Hello, this is Coach Nagel from Century High School. I just want to give a shout out to Ella and Lydia, who are campers for the week. I know you're going to have a great time, and go Knights!
Hey guys, Coach Perry from Williamsburg. Just want to tell my guys good luck. Make sure y'all commit to the program, get the most out of it that you can get. Remember what I always say, don't be no chump. All right, you're there to get better, not to avoid the work.
Hi, I'm Coach Stevens.
I'm Coach Troy.
And I'm Coach Matt.
And we're from Waynesboro High School. We'd like to wish Grayson,
Owen,
and Ross
a great week at the Blue Ridge Running Camp.
We're going to miss you all week at practice.
And we hope you have a great time at camp running hard.
This is Coach Swiston of Fairfax Homeschool with a message for Nico. I'm so thankful for your dedication and your perseverance in running. Keep scrapping. I hope you have a great camp experience, and I'm looking forward to you having an excellent senior year.
Hey Bears, Coach Arnold here. Can't wait to hear about all the things you learned at camp and all the friends you made. Have a great week. Go Bears.
Rich Firth, Hanover High School. Hey Hawks, hope you have a wonderful week this week at camp. I'm so proud of the work you've done thus far, and I can't wait for you guys to get back and get on with our season. Have a great time. Take care.
Atlee Raiders, what's up? I hope you guys have a blast at Blue Ridge Running Camp. This is a great week to train like professional runners, to make new friends, to conquer Reddish Knob. Don't quit. I miss you guys. I hope you guys have a blast. Run a lot, eat a lot of food, drink a lot of water, and have the best time of your life. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks. Peace.
Hello, everyone at Blue Ridge Running Camp. I am Kendall Tata, coach at William Monroe High School, and I'm saying hello to Maxim and Cade. I hope everyone has a great running camp, and don't forget to use your arms.
What time are we waking up? What time are we waking up? All right. See you at the track.